Seen the set for Perth by night. A little while back, Rafato, at a primogen of Clan Tremere, came to his one of his new arrivals. Now, they've had word that there's a Nagaraja in town, and that Nagarajas seem to have certain dietary requirements. After checking out a few things, apparently the vast majority of funerals in Perth are actually end with cremations. So that makes it a bit easier. But Rafat has been asking Archer to basically, over the last few days, been hacking into a few different things, see if any of them have been offering sales or just have been increasing the volume of people are getting in. Maybe they're cutting deals to increase the amount. Because, well, if necromancy is anything like thaumaturgy, you go through blood very quickly. And this Nagaraja definitely has necromancy. So, we get Archer. It will be a base difficulty of 7, though I believe you have computer aptitude. And we're going to be doing 3 rolls for it to basically just, because we're not going to do for 100 rolls for different things. We're just going to do 3 rolls to take the average.
Okay.
For
Sounds
the first
good.
bit of basically hacking into a few different places. Like, security is okay, but yeah.
Alright, so that's intelligence and computers. And for Mr. Archer, that is 4 and 4.
Ooh, very nice.
Specialties do apply.
What's your specialties?
Coding, and I don't have the one defined yet for my intelligence, but that's alright. I'll figure that out after this.
I'm not sure if coding is going to count for this, so we'll say
No, coding definitely won't.
I think you're probably going to be okay anyway.
Yeah. Alright, difficulty 5.
Yeah.
Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4 for the first roll.
4. Okay, I'll mark that down.
And for the second roll,
still 2. Even with that specialty, still 2. Okay.
And then for the last one, we'll spank a willpower point on it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 with the willpower.
7, wow. Okay, so that's 11, that's 13. So that's 4 successes on average, actually. So that's quite good. That's going to affect the difficulty next bit. So we're getting information from different places. That's getting access to the information. It's interpreting it is the next thing, which Rafat will be more helpful in this one. We're going through large reams of information, so we can't sit and go over every little thing. It's going to be perception investigation.
Actually, if you wouldn't mind, I do believe that Jax could very easily create a small subroutine to pinpoint certain things that they're looking for.
Okay. We'll say a base difficulty of 7 for that one too.
Right.
Coding will work here.
Yep.
I'll
All right.
roll, see if that'll find it quickly. Otherwise, I gotta go look more. That'll save time because.
Yeah. Just want to take a real quick look here at technomancy. See if there's anything in there that could help out.
To be honest, that's the odd thing is most people who take technomancy usually end up with good enough tech skills they don't use it.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's more from like, oh well, it's not really applicable for this side, and also it used up blood, and then other times like it's too easy.
Yeah. Well, we're just going to spend a willpower point on it because I don't see anything that actually really applies right now. So
you are burning through willpower. You're clearly eager to impress.
Yeah, he's trying to make. He wants good standing with the clan.
Yeah, this will definitely help.
All right, here we go. Standard difficulty to make this subroutine.
To make the subroutine, yeah.
Yeah.
This isn't that complicated. No, you've got files.
Yeah. With the willpower, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 successes with the willpower.
Okay, you definitely, yeah, you notice one where the time frames seem to be matching up with Rafat says, yeah, we've got the area, but that's still just giving us the account. He'll be asking for additional information, see if you can get into their cameras. Now, this is where you're going to start coming into an actual problem. As you start to look into, like, you've got access to their systems. Somebody's using they've somehow and badly jury rigged an older setup for a camera security system, and it is
Hmm.
connected to the computers, but it is finicky and awkward. It's not that they've intentionally gone off and made it. It's just this must probably be barely usable for them anyway. Um, it's probably CR that they actually use, but somebody at some stage just cobbled together some system to get it onto computers as well. But you're just kind of looking to it's just because it's so out of date and it's so uniquely cobbled together. That's where there's a difficulty. So this is actually going to be difficulty 8
Hmm.
as a base.
So it's the technology that's kind of old school.
The technology is quite old school, and it's also just put together in a just bizarre way. Like this is completely inefficient. You 5 minutes, your character could even just change the programming or something. But
All right. He does have a fairly good technology score. Could he do some research on that first?
give me a technology roll, a wits technology roll, difficulty 7,
All
and
right.
that might reduce the difficulty of the main one. That sounds fair.
All right. Wits is 3. Technology is 3. 6. Let's see. One success.
Okay, you're starting to get a bit more of your head around exactly why they went about it this way. So it's actually going to be base difficulty of 7 instead. So
All
you've got
right.
more insight into what was going through this person's head. You're still looking at going, this is atrocious. You shouldn't have done this. Like,
Yes, Jack will kind of sit there and he'll start to furrow his brow as he leans over and he'll start grumbling various, cursing the name of whoever created this, calling it a very jury-rigged sort of device, not worth his time. But so base difficulty of 7, computer
yep.
aptitude. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Oh, okay. I'm with 7 success. I'm just going to give you the next bit. Yeah, you'll find that you're able to get access to files. Some of the recordings seem to be missing. It's on Saturday nights, as well as occasionally interspersed throughout the week. Basically, the recordings have been tampered with. But with 7 successes, you find one of them where, for whatever reason, was overlooked, and you see a man walking up. He looks like a rotted and decayed, a putrid corpse. Going in, though, the man passes right by him, pays him no heed. He comes into one of the back doors, like with a van, and he is unloading a body out. Do you want to give me an intelligence occult roll?
I can give it a shot. Why not?
This is actually difficulty 8.
Yep, I'm going to spend one more
Now,
willpower.
bear in mind, you're not getting a willpower point back every day. You get one willpower point back on Sunday.
Ooh.
Nice. Yeah, this is why I'm worrying about this now. Now, if you're succeeding in your nature, like right now, I don't know, I can't remember exactly what your nature is, but if your
My
nature is
nature is
gallant,
my
what?
nature is loner, and I am actually kind of performing this all on my own.
Okay, so well, we're not
Succeeding
doing that, but
well.
you're going like give me. So yeah, you're gonna get a willpower point for that, but still, you don't want
Yeah.
to burn through too much willpower.
All right, then I'll just stick off of that for now. Then intelligence
Plus your
and
factor one plus two.
occult.
Yeah.
Intelligence and occult. Well, we'll see. 6 dice. Difficulty 8.
Mm-hmm.
1, 2, 3 successes.
Okay, you definitely know what this is. What you think you know what this is? You think this is more than likely this is a samedi. Some of them are sometimes known to use necromancy, and they start to rot. They're able to do unusual things, but sometimes they will often not hire themselves as bodyguards or enforcers. But you're able to get some actually pretty good shots of this guy. It could be a Nosferatu. Sometimes Nosferatu go out, or just general kindred sometimes go in odd ways. But you're almost certain it is a Samedi. Um,
Jack is going to he's going to basically begin to compile a report together in a
yeah.
nice little text document, and is Rafat standing pretty much right behind him?
He once he sees you're doing pretty well, he'll give you some space. He'll come back in a while.
Okay.
He'll actually come back with a sort of travel coffee mug, and he'll leave it
Hmm.
down beside you, but it's got blood in it. It's
Is
like
it
you are
warm?
doing well. It has been heated in the microwave. It seems.
Yes. He, without even looking away, he'll just simply grab it and bring it and start drinking from it and set it down and continue almost like someone working at their cubicle diligently on a all-nighter.
Yeah.
But he's going to look back over at Rafat. Do you know what a samity is, Mr. Duda?
I'm going to roll, see if Rafat knows what it is. Um, he doesn't know as much as you. It seems like I've heard of them, and
So there's been rumors I've heard about these decaying kindred that very closely tied to the dead. Sometimes they act as enforcers, bodyguards, the basic muscle for various individuals. I'm thinking that this gentleman right here, and he brings it up on the big screen, this gentleman right here. Because somebody did attempt to try and very haphazardly alter files, and they didn't quite
oh,
get.
to be clear, the altering of the files that was actually decent. That was actually competently enough done. It was the setup. You think this has been like this for years. You don't think there's
Yeah.
anything to do with the Kindred showing up. It was just somebody who's like, I can totally do this, and they kind of made it work. But it's like, what?
Well,
What's going on?
in
Yeah,
Jack's mind, he's like, this is kid stuff.
yeah.
Jack's got that superiority complex, so he thinks it's kid stuff. But so he'll talk it down.
Could you print off a couple of copies of the report? I think your audition potentially for Hound is going to go rather well. Uh, Sheriff Salvador is extremely skilled in combat, but I am doubt he's as tech savvy as you, even without bringing the powers of the blood into it.
Yes. He'll begin to print out a report giving annotations where they belong. He's going to basically have his little quick subroutine list out every single instance that fits the patterns that they programmed into it.
Yep. One or two were smaller things, but they didn't seem to come up. But like, as in when you double check stuff, but this one seems to be a place there. Get it? Because you're actually looking at it when you've got the one where that was missed, and this is a while back. This is like about 3 months back. Um, this guy loads actually three people into the back of the van, three
Mhm.
corpses. That's a lot of people.
Yeah. I'm also going to do a computer roll to get information on the actual funeral home itself, on the
Yeah.
mortuary. Anything that I can find that would tell me backgrounds of the people that own it, how many times it's changed hands, that sort of thing.
Give me a intelligence investigation roll.
Oh, okay. Intelligence investigation. Would the modifier come in since I'm using a computer?
No.
Okay.
That would be like going, does modifier come from my seduction roll since I'm using a smartphone? It's actually, you're talking to them on the phone, but no.
All right. So that's
It's
5
certainly
dice.
the fact that you're using a computer is speeding things up, but somebody could get this information about other ways too.
One success.
Um, yeah, you come across one bit where they had a bit of a, you actually come across, they had a bit of an issue. They were sued. They looked like they were in financial trouble about 4 months back. But now they seem to be doing much better. Things to say, like it was a bit of a dip, but then things started to go well for them.
Okay.
It's McKay's funeral parlor. You get a bunch of information on it. It's just kind of like, yeah, this, as Rafat's looking over this definitely looks like it lines up on the time frame, right? Because you can't have with the Nagarage's feeding habits, would make sense. This is one of the first things they'd try and secure.
He just simply looks back at Rafat. I smell a rat.
Excellent work, Mr. Archer. You'll find some additional refreshments in your room. I may be in contact with you before too long, going to Primaging Council meeting. I'll have a quick word with the sheriff first. But I'm sure he'll be as impressed as I am with your skill.
I do what I can. I aim to please and aim to serve.
Good work. And Rafat will leave at that point. I think we can end the scene.